peri peri chicken panini, and now my mouth is on fire. Ahoy there mates, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Jack and I have another random fandom box unboxing for you today, but this one's a little bit different. Normally the random fandom box has like stuff like merchandise relating to certain fandoms, hence random fandom. And you might know that I've had like a Pokemon one, I've had a Steven Universe one, and I've had a Mad Max one. I don't know why that took me so long to remember, considering that was my favourite one. And I've got all of the stuff somewhere, including the patch, which is now on my jacket. I'll find it and show you to it. Yes, it's like, hello, you know, here you are, jacket. These are my viewers. That made no sense. But anyway, this one's a little different, because this one's called something like Only 90s Kids Will Remember. And it's not to do with like certain shows that were around at the time. It's more like objects like from the 90s that 90s kids will have like played with, or you know, I don't know, various objects from the 90s. And I was born in 1991, so I was born right at the start of the 90s. So sort of the most informative years of my life were the 90s, and just anything from then, it's so nostalgic to me. And it's crazy to me that you've got, like, there are 16, 17-year-olds even alive today that, like, don't know what a VHS is, or a cassette tape. I think that was a video that came out recently, like kids had no idea what cassettes were. And that seems nuts to me, because I still have a load of cassettes. Like, I've got a box full of cassettes up in my loft. And I've still got a few videos somewhere. I've got some in here, I'm sure, but I can't see them right now. I'm going to be very careful with this knife, because that's one of Craig's beasts that he cooks with. Oh my god, this thing's packed! Oh, and straight away, does anyone remember these? The TY Beanie Babies? Oh, they were so cute. I remember I had friends in school that had, like, literally, I'm sure, hundreds of them. Like, they'd have a carpet of TY Beanie Babies. And I had a few. I didn't have that many. I had a couple of rabbits and a couple of other things. I think I've got a seahorse somewhere. I can't remember what it was called. Oh, but that's so cute. What's this one's name? Because I always had the names in the tags. I think this might actually be from the 90s as well. This one's called Chip. Date of birth, 1996. So if that's, like, genuinely when this beanie in particular came out, then it's over 20 years old. That's terrifying, but that's so adorable, and I'm so glad I've got one. I used to love these. Okay, right, oh, I'm excited, oh, this is so nostalgic, right. Okay, another one I can see. Now I know you can still get these, and I'm sure that I'm fine to, I'd say eat it, but chew it, because it's bubblegum. But it's that bubble tape that you used to get, and I have no idea how long it actually was. Oh, it says it on it, 6 feet. And I remember when I was a kid getting one of these, but it was like a bright red, like, strawberry one. And I remember trying to fit, like, the entire thing in my mouth. Like, just the entire reel. Because we used to get one of these, like, I don't know, if we were ever in town, I mean, this is generally what I'd get. And I honestly tried to, like, chew the entire 6 feet of it myself. And this is when I was, like, I don't know, 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old. I'd try that. My mouth was a bit smaller then. Okay, oh, there's a ton of stuff in here, and I'm so excited. The next one I've seen is this one. Oh, Silly Putty. Who remembers this? Can you actually? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. I think this might also be directly from the 90s, because it is a bit stiff, but mind you, oh, it's not too bad. I'll remember that, because this sort of takes up, like, you can copy, like, print onto it, from what I remember. Like, you can press it down on a newspaper and it'd lift off and you've got the print on it. And I think you can snap it as well. This is quite stiff, so I'm thinking this might actually be from the 90s, and it was, like, partially open as well. But yeah, oh, I used to get that all the time. This was the sort of thing I used to get in my Christmas stocking. It was this sort of thing, and the noise putty, you know, do you remember that? The putty, you'd, like, take it out of its little pot, and then you'd shove it back in and like try and poke it in and it'd make all those fart noises. Who remembers that? I loved things like that. I'm trying to sort of be very careful. Oh, and this. Oh, the Lip Smacker lip balms. Is this, like, usable? I assume so. It says cotton candy on it. I remember, I used to get all these, like, tween magazines when I was a kid, including all the, like, really girly ones. And there was this one that I had, and it was kind of, well, it was an advertisement, but it was kind of like a poster. Like, you had like loads of different ones of these, like all swirled round, and you'd have all the different kinds that they had, and there were loads of them. And I used to look at it, trying to see all the different like lip balms that they had, like all the different. I liked all the different packaging. I mean, maybe that was just me being an artistic child, but I liked like the designs on the packaging. And I've got the cotton candy one. Did I say that? But yeah, there we go. Okay, the next thing I'm seeing is this Tamagotchi. And I remember Tamagotchis were like a huge thing back then, like the little tiny virtual pets. Now, I never actually had an official Tamagotchi. I had a couple of like the rehashes of it, you know what I mean? Because so many different companies came up with their own versions. And I had a couple of those because Tamagotchis, I remember, were too much back then, because I got £1 pocket money a week. And back then, that was fine. But like this was still a bit much, so I'd get like the sort of discount version. And I'm sure I've still got them somewhere. I'll have to find them up. I'll have to find out my own sort of 90s toys and stuff, because I do still have a lot of stuff left from my childhood, mainly because I'm a hoarder and I never throw anything away. But yeah, Tamagotchi, I never had one of these. So like, my inner child's going, I finally got a Tamagotchi, and I'm 26. So, oh well, better late than never, I guess. What's this now? Ah, who remembers these? Like, those snap bracelets? That just went over my sleeve. That didn't work. One sec. Go over my wrist. I never actually got these either, but I used to see them everywhere. Like, they'd be in gift shops all the time. Wherever you went, you'd get snap bracelets. But didn't they get dangerous? Because didn't some companies make them out of metal? And they started, like, slicing through kids' skin. I do remember that being a thing that was on the news, like, saying that snap bracelets were dangerous. But, oh, I like it! It's just nostalgic, everything. I love it so much. And I can see, like, several things in here that I recognise. Oh my god, it's a troll doll! Look at that! I remember troll dolls. Like, back then, like, I'd never really got the charm of troll dolls so much. But, like, it's still got that little burst of nostalgia for me. I always used to, like, giggle about the fact they have butts. Oh, and I used to love these as well. Who remembers these? The pens with the several different coloured nibs. Oh, it used to be that, like, you click the top and it'd, like, bring the old one in. But, oh, there you just, like, switch them over. Because the one I used to have, it used to have a button on the top. So if you had one down, you click the top and it would shoot back in and you could bring another one out. But this one you can just switch over anyway. So that's pretty cool. Ah, that's cool. I wonder if this works. Well, I'll try it on the box. 1 second. Right, so first the purple. No, wait a minute. No, I won't try it on the box. What will I try? Wit will I try it on? I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to find something to test this. Sketchbook. Old crappy sketchbook. Here we are. Right. First, the purple. Maybe I should hide that as well. There we go. First, the purple. Will it work? I'm left-handed, by the way. Oh, it works! It works! Okay, so that's purple. Light blue. Yep, that's working. Green. Uh-huh. Can't really see on camera. Orange. Orange. Again, you probably can't see it, but it does work. Red. And black. Yeah, so they all work. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Wait, how many are there? Wait, 6? Oh, I did do 6, I just can't count. Oh, okay. And I remember that I used to write like a load of pen pal letters as well. Who did that? Who had a pen pal back in the 90s? They used to write to. I used to have one in America, and I think her name was Gabby. And I can't remember how I got talking to her now. It was through some like official, you know, get a pen pal here sort of thing, and yeah, I'd write to this girl in America. Eventually she just like stopped writing to me. By the end I wrote her like 3 or 4 letters and just gave up because she didn't reply. But I've got lots of friends now and I write letters to them anyway, or I plan to. I've got a couple written, but I want to like write a letter for each one and then send them out. I desperately want to get back into like writing handwritten letters, because I feel like, yeah, you can keep in contact with people on Facebook and like by email and all this stuff, like Twitter, but there's something so impersonal about it. Like yeah, it's great that you can keep in contact with them and you can get a message to them so quickly, but there's something lacking there. Like, I prefer a handwritten letter, like something someone's actually touched and taken the time to do. It just seems nicer to me. Ooh, look at this! Oh, this is actually from the 90s as well. It's so battered. Look at this. One of the Goosebumps books. Goosebumps books. I remember this being a TV show, and I actually watched the TV show more than I read the books. I don't think I actually officially read any of the books, so I'm quite glad I've got this one. So I get to read it. Oh, this is number 10 apparently. But yeah, this is a bit beaten up. It's not too bad though. I mean, it's in a lot better shape than I was expecting. Oh, look how like yellowing and worn that front cover is. I'm keeping this very safe because this is like officially, like they did say on the Random Fandom Box site that some of these might be a bit worn and a bit tattered purely because they've actually come from the 90s. So like this is this is probably like 20 years old. When did this one actually get printed? Let's have a look and see. 96, yeah, so this is 21 years old, this book. Oh my god. I thought this might be in here, but this is a bit different to what I'm used to. Okay, VHS tape. Does it still have the tape in here? Oh, you're joking me, it actually does! It actually has the video in here. And it needs rewinding! Like, that was the bane of my existence when I was a kid, was if we ever wanted to watch a film and we got it out the case and it looked like that, like all the tape was on that side, be like, oh, it needs rewinding, we don't want to have to wait that long. And it, honestly, it would take like 2 minutes to rewind a tape, but you know, kids have absolutely no patience, and we were just like, okay, let's not watch that one. Let's watch something else, because we didn't want to spend 2 minutes just waiting for that to rewind. Oh wow! My family still have a load of VHS tapes still in their house, including a load of the Disney ones. Like for my birthday one year, I got Aladdin, like Disney's Aladdin and Peter Pan for my 6th or 7th birthday, I think, and we still got those. We still have a VCR, like a VHS player. We still have one of those at my parents' house. This cover is slightly different to what I'm used to though, because I don't know if it's because this has come from Canada rather than here in England. But hold on, let me see if I can find like one of my own VHS like cases and show you the difference, because it is slightly different. One sec. And I'm back! Yeah, here we go. Oh, whoops, I just sent like all of my 90s stuff flying. Yeah, so like it's Mad Max, big surprise, but there's like ours. And there's the one I just got today. So like this one's a little bigger. Plus, I just realised this doesn't have a certificate on it, obviously, because it's not from here. But they are a little different. Oh, so this wouldn't play here either then, would it? I mean, did they have regions for VHS back then? I can't even remember. It doesn't say like region 2 on it or anything, because that's what you get with DVDs, don't you? Like, if it's region 1, they don't play in England. But it doesn't actually... Oh, this says 1998, I've just seen it. So I was 7 years old when that came out. Oh my god, and I'm 26 now. But anyway, yeah, there's the difference in the cases. Like, they are a bit different. Ooh, there's a hole in it too. So yeah, I think that's a slight cultural difference, but... Oh, wow. I'm interested to see if this plays. My family does actually have this on videos somewhere. But I'm interested to see if this one plays. And also, I'm gonna have to rewind it! How dare you! You'd think they would rewind it before putting it in. So this and like cassette tapes, I remember so well. And there's only one thing left in here, and I remember this show very well. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I've actually got seasons 1 to 4 on DVD, I think. It's a list of what's in the box as well. I didn't even realise that until I was holding this up to show. Right, what does this actually say on here? Right, let me just read through what it says. Beanie Baby. These understuffed toys became popular in 1995, inspiring collectors to fist fights and even murder. What? At one point, a rare toy could sell for 1,000% of its retail price, and they comprised 10% of eBay sales. Unfortunately, the Beanie Baby bubble burst in 1999, and the toys lost most of their value. This item is straight from the 90s, so might be a bit worn. Oh. Okay, you're sitting on my shoulder. Okay. Tamagotchi. A virtual pet that quickly died without constant care. Tamagotchis were quickly banned from schools as a distraction after their release in 1996. Today, an original Tamagotchi can sell for over $80, which is why the Tamagotchi in this box is a later version. Oh, okay. 80 quid. I'm sorry, $80. Bubble tape. Gum is obviously better when you can measure it in feet. Bubble tape was just one of the many novelty bubble gums available in the 90s. That's the only one I remember. Many novelty gums, really? Okay. Troll Doll. Originally created in 1959, Trolls rose to craze status in the 90s with a huge marketing push. Troll Barbie, anyone? Troll Barbie? Please tell me that wasn't a thing. Fresh Prince poster. Was in West Philadelphia, born and raised. If you can't finish the rest of this, you're not a 90s kid. I can, but I'm not going to. VHS tape. Before DVDs and streaming, Video Home System, or VHS, was king. Who can forget renting the newest Disney movie from Blockbuster and remembering to be kind, please rewind? Yeah. Which you weren't! In this box you'll find one of your childhood favourites, a VHS tape that was released in the 1990s. I'm sure your grandparents still have a VCR, right? My parents do, actually. This item is straight from the 90s and might be a bit worn. Yeah. Actually, the last film I ever remember coming out on video was actually The Incredibles, back in 2004, so it was the early 2000s before it actually died out. Right, next thing, what does it say about here? Goosebumps, guaranteed to give every 90s kid the shivers. This book series was first published in 1992 and is the number 2 best-selling children's series of all time. What's the number 1? Harry Potter, I guess? This item is straight from the 90s, might be a bit worn, blah blah. Right. Lip Smackers lip gloss. Every cool 90s girl, kid, thank you, had multiple flavours of lip smackers in her bag. Their bag, thanks. Silly Putty, yep. Oh, this one isn't straight from the 90s, but As the original Goo toy first developed in 1943, Silly Putty saw a resurgence of popularity in the mid-90s alongside toys like Gak and Floam. Don't remember either of those, but again, that might be because I'm from England. Slap bracelet. The ultimate 90s trend, slap bracelets were both fun and fashionable. But when kids started cutting themselves on exposed metal edges, the bracelets were quickly banned by many schools. Yeah, I thought so. I thought I'd read that somewhere. And last but not least, multicolour pen. Keeping up with the latest pen trend was a constant struggle of the 90s. Metallic glitter pens, got that one. Marble pastel ink, got that one. Pen bracelets, yep. Multicolour pens conveniently gave you choices without needing to dig through your pencil case. I had and have many gel pens. That was something I collected to no end when I was a kid. I absolutely love them. Anyway, so yeah, this is like such a nostalgia hit. All this stuff. I love it. I love it. And seeing as I can buy that down the road, so I'm probably going to get through that quite quick. The rest of this, like the VHS tape, the book, the Beanie Baby, like those are the three main things that I remember from the 90s. Just because like every friend of mine had them, you'd see them in every store. Oh, I love it. I love it all. So, how many people out there watching this video are actually from the 90s, like me? How many of you are, old? I'd be interested to know, or are you all sort of from, like, the millennium onwards? I remember the millennium as well. I remember going to a house party for the millennium and, like, watching the celebrations on TV, and we played charades, I think, and I remember being so excited at the age of 9 that I got to stay up past midnight, and now midnight's like early. Just it's crazy. So I don't know. That was really fun for me. Thanks for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a like rating, and if you want to tell me. If you want to sort of share nostalgic memories and things, feel free to do so in the comment section below deck. And if you want to keep up with my random no genre videos, click that subscribe button and become a member of my crew. And I will see you all next time, guys. Bye!